If you are brand new to Wizard Alchemy on Roblox, or if you are just feeling a little bit stuck about your progression and don't exactly know what to get, this is going to be a full-on progression guide to everything you need to know in Wizard Alchemy. By the way, for this video, I am going to be level 50, which is almost max level 70, so I'd say I know quite a little bit about the game. Without further ado, let's just get straight into this guide. So when you first start off, you will be fighting off against these guys here, these little pickaxe dwarfs, and they're going to be pretty easy to defeat. You don't really need to upgrade your gear much for this point, and you can easily take on these guys until you get to the knife goblins. There's two over here, but there's a lot more behind here, which I'm just going to use my speed potion to speed myself up. But yeah, this is going to be a really good farming spot, and let me tell you exactly what kind of gear you need for these two kinds of areas. So the first part, which is the pickaxe dwarf area, which I said earlier, you don't really need much to defeat these guys. As long as you have a distance, you have, you can stand on here, you can defeat these guys naturally easily. Though, for the equipment here, let's head over here right now. You don't need any kind of robe or hat, okay? Now this applies for majority of the game. It is almost always better to spend your coins on just leveling up your character and increasing the max ascension cap than to spend it on your equipment here. Because let's say I spend it on, I don't know, I spent 12k to get the golden reverie, okay? This thing will give me 60 hit points. But if I go ahead and I spend on stats, right? If I go ahead and look, let's take a look at my hit points here, okay? Let me reset this. If I spend 1 on that, boom, I now increase my HP. Boom, I increase it by 10. So basically, to increase my HP by 60, I only need 6 stat points, which is honestly kind of crazy because this thing 60 for the price of 12k gold. But if I ascend right now, that means that I can fit in another 60 levels, which means another 60 stat points. And 60 stat points would render my HP to be 700, which is just absolutely insane. I'm very low on HP here because, I just got a lot of HP and my HP bar has not yet realized it. But yeah, literally spending your gold on the wizard hat and the wizard robe is the worst investment you could ever do. Honestly, even if you do have the gold for it and you are max level, I still would not spend any gold on that. Just because the new update is going to be coming out pretty soon, and in that new update, I suspect that there's going to be a lot of better ways to spend your gold. On, for example, wands. Wands are actually some of the best things you should spend your gold on. There's going to be the basic wand that you start off with, and the wingbird wand, the azure wand, the demon trident wand, and 2 different hidden types of wands. And now I will show you both of the hidden wands, and I'll show you exactly should you buy them or not. So the first one's going to be the ice star. It's going to be a legendary, costs 20k, and it's got 40 attack, 20% attack boost, and 50 cooling reduction. And that's going to be one of the 2 hidden wands. The next one, you'll have to follow me all the way up here, right? We'll need to go on top of the tree. We'll need to climb the roots like so. Let's go around on the right side-ish, and then just gotta hop under here, hop under that roof, then go left a little bit, and then perpendicular to that tree. And, oh wait, there's also, yo, that's an upgraded chest right there. No way. We just found ourselves an upgraded chest. Bro, that's pretty cool. Okay, but either way, come on. Okay, here we have the Ember Staff, which is also a legendary staff, but it costs 50% more at 30,000. This thing's got more attack at 44, which is 10% more attack than the other one. It's got 20% attack boost and 30% attack rate. Now, the 20% attack boost, well, let's take a look at the attack stat first. It's 10% higher, but only with 4 higher attack. Do you know how little 4 attack is? Literally, as I said, each level, each stat point is going to be, each level is 1 stat point. And every time you ascend, you just get for example, if I ascend to level 60 at my max cap, then I reset my level to 0, which means that I can get another 60 levels. And if we take a look here, I spend 4 here, boom, I instantly gain 4 attack. So this plus 4 attack really is not anything at all. What we are looking for is going to be a multiplicative bonus, okay? So this thing's got 20% attack boost and 30% attack rate. Now let's head back there and compare with the other guy. Heading into the waterfall here, as you can see, this thing still got the 20% attack boost, so that's roughly the same. But the attack is a little lower, but it has cooling reduction. The main thing you have to focus on is it worth it to spend 10,000 more gold to get literally 4 stats worth of attack, and also exchange your crit rate, 30% crit rate, for 50 cooling reduction? Well, let's just take a look at how much 50 cooling reduction is worth. Well, it's honestly pretty obvious. I mean, we put in 50 here. Take a look, our cooling reduction right now is 40, which is the base. Put that in, boom. So it's 50 stat points worth. you are exchanging, bro. It is so much more worth it to buy the Ice Star, because this thing, if you upgrade it into the Ember one, you gain 4 attack worth of stats, and then you lose 50 here. You might be thinking, hold up, wait, but you get crit rate though, 30% more crit rate. Doesn't that make it better? No, not at all, not really, because crit rate is only really good for if it has like really high DPS, because most of the time when you're grinding, right, if you kill something in 1 hit, boom, you're good. But if you kill something in 1 hit, but it's not guaranteed that you kill in 1 hit, because let's say I'm like, oh no, I'm fighting these goblin guys here, right? These, for example, the knife goblin, and then I hit them, and then I don't crit them, and then they live. Well, guess what? They're gonna hit me back now. And if they hit me back, then boom, I lose HP, which means that I cannot AFK grind, which is just infinitely times worse than just hitting it once and then just guarantee killing it. That's why crit rate, I don't think it's good for DPS, but even with DPS in mind, the cooldown reduction just offers a much higher DPS than the crit rate. So I don't even know why the other one's more expensive by 10 gold. I'd literally buy this one, the one under the waterfall. Even if the waterfall one was 50 gold, I would still prefer it over the other one, simply because these stats are just so much better, and I don't know why the game designed it like that. But even then, right, how you should progress through your wands, I think you should go straight from your base wand all the way to the Azure wand, okay? You can skip the one in between, because the attack bonus is not really that good. Because jumping here to here, you gain 5 stats worth of attack and 5% attack boost. Now keep in mind, attack boost is multiplicative, which is a lot better than additive attack. But at lower levels, additive attack's better. But as soon as you get to like, I don't know, level 30, 40-ish, then it just instantly becomes not that much better. And then if you take a look here, the Demon Trident Wand, it costs so much more than this one. Yeah, it only gives 5 attack and 5% more attack boost, which is just not worth it. So you should just go straight to the Azure Wand, and Azure Wand, I'd say roughly after you're done with this area, then you go to the Goblin area though, over there, which is the second zone. Go ahead and transition to the Azure Wand. And when should you actually transition to the Ice Star Wand? Well, I think for the Ice Star Wand, you really only want that after you've actually leveled up and hit the max cap with your levels, okay? Now, there's also one main reason why I'm saying that. Well, first of all, right, if you go ahead and increase your max ascension, you can get a lot of stats, and I think the stats that you get from this is much better than whatever any wand would give you. Actually, the 50 coin reduction is really nice though, so that might be the only exception. The Ice Star wand, actually, yeah, get the Ice Star wand after you're comfortable with the Knife Goblin when you move on to this area. But even then, I'm still a little bit hesitant, because with the new update coming out, meaning there's a lot of better ways to actually like get better wands and to get more money, but most importantly better wands. And the thing is that wands will always get better and better, but what you will be gated at is going to be your stats. Because if the new update comes out, you could probably skip like the Ember Rod, skip the Ice Wand, and go straight for the next best wand. But if a new island comes out, new like zone whatever, new update, then you will still need to go ahead and grind up your magic ascension to go and level up. That's why this thing you will always be bottlenecked by. So just honestly spend most of your money on this, but after you've capped out at level 50, then I'd go ahead and buy the Ice Wand and not worry about anything else. Now moving on to the gear, when should you actually buy the different kinds of like hats and the wizard robes, right? Because also in the shop they sell it here, it's hella expensive. I would not do that if I were you, but if you do wanted to do that, I would say after the wand priority. So the main priority, okay, is first the Azure Wand and Ascending. I say Ascension first until you're level 20-ish, and level 20-ish you're still going to be grinding around here maybe, and then after you hit like level 20, level 30, you're going to be grinding in this Knife Goblin area, then get the Azure Wand. That's precisely what you need. And then after here, then you want to be a level, I'd say 50, you could do it, but I want to be like level 60 with a good enough spell to one-shot these guys. I think I might have it. Let me test out my Radiant Potion actually. It might be just enough to one-shot it. So, let me unequip that. Equip that. Because if it is enough to what do you mean no position, no hotbar? If it is enough to one-shot it, I would definitely go ahead and do it right now. So let's see, we're going to get the Radiant Sword, and we're going to hit a Warhammer Dwarf. Is it able to one-shot? If it is able to one-shot, oh wait, I forgot to allocate my stats. Hold up, give me a sec. Wait, chill out. Yo, chill, bro, chill. So we're just gonna test out an S tier epic spell with around 150 stats into attack. If it can one-shot these Warhammer Dwarves, then we are good. We can be farming here. This will be the next best spot. Never mind, we cannot. So yeah, I'd say you do need a better, slightly better wand, but even then I wouldn't spec into the wand. I'd just say go ahead and get to level 60. Once you hit the level 60 cap, then you can grind in this area with a at least S rank spell or higher that is of the epic rarity, or perhaps double S or triple S of Frost Swords, which is just the most OP ability in the game. But yeah, just farm here for now, it should be fine. And then if you want to actually fight in here, I honestly don't really think you can really AFK in here just because the boss has 20,000 HP, which is just so much more HP. Now the Archer Goblins, you still can one-shot them. Actually, the Archer Goblins have the same HP as the Warhammer Dwarfs, which is actually just crazy. But yeah, to sum it all up, just prioritize your levels, prioritize your wand next, go for the Ice Wand, and then at the very end, buy some gear. But even then, I just save it for the next update.